Our anatomy class, frog dissection, we cut through the frog, and then we cut the sternum, we pin back the sides, and I'm going to start telling you what the organs are. So we're going to start by finding the esophagus. If you move back the liver, and at the end of the stomach, the esophagus is up here. It comes after the tongue and leads to the stomach. The cardiac sphincter is a valve at the end of the esophagus that prevents backflow from the stomach. Right here is the stomach, and it leads to the small intestine, which is right here. The stomach is a temporary storage tank where chemical breakdown of proteins begins. The food is changed to a chyme, which is a creamy paste. And up here is the liver, which has 3 lobes. The liver is lateral to the esophagus and leads to the gallbladder, which is right here, this little sac right there. It actually has liquid inside of it. And the liver detoxifies the body. The liver excretes bile, which helps carry away waste products from the liver. And the liver also stores iron and converts excess glucose for structure.
Right under these 3 lobes from the liver is the gallbladder. The gallbladder is below the liver. This organ aids mainly in fat digestion and concentrates bile produced by the liver. Next is the pancreas. This lays below the liver and above the small intestine. The main function of the pancreas is to produce digestive enzymes that, when released into the small intestine, and that aids in digestion.
Next is the small intestine. The small intestine is actually larger than the large intestine. It comes from the stomach, so here's the stomach, and then it leads into the small intestine, which are right here, and then underneath right here. The small intestine leads and flows into the large intestine. The function is to digest food into nutrients into the bloodstream through the villi, which increase the surface area and the capacity to absorb nutrients and the food and liquid that pass through it. Next is the large intestine, so we follow the small intestine all the way to over here to the large intestine, which is what I'm touching right now. The large intestine flows from the small intestine and leads to the rectum. The large intestine is the last major organ that passes food through before leaving the frog. Its major function is to absorb most of the remaining water from indigestible food residues. And lastly is the rectum. The rectum, if you want here. The rectum is at the end of the large intestine. The large intestine is here, and the rectum leads out of the body. It also, the function is to release feces and urine from the body. The feces comes from the small and large intestine, and the urine comes from the bladder.